In your quest to achieve total fitness, what's the biggest challenge that stares you down? Is it lack of time, too little knowledge, or way too many excuses? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the only show on Indian television that'll show you how to be motivated enough to get fit fast. Welcome to the Men's Health and Women's Health Show. On the show today, a weight loss story that celebrates motherhood, how post-pregnancy weight need not be yours forever. Yoga stretches for your lower body to build balance and strength. And is brown bread really the healthier bread? Our restaurant spy looks for answers. First up is a fitness initiative that's taken corporate India by storm. Ravi Krishnan, the man who introduced Lakme Fashion Week more than a decade ago, has now introduced a walk to get fit concept that's making overworked guys in suits don walking shoes and get fit. Here's a report.
Meet Ravi Krishnan, a fitness enthusiast at heart and co-founder and CEO of Stepathalon, an initiative that's helping promote employee health, fitness and productivity across the globe. Aimed at corporates, it's a race in which participants in teams of 5 compete against each other and other teams to clock in the maximum number of steps. And the idea is to get people motivated into moving more and improving their fitness levels.
Stepathalon is a combination of mass participation and wellness wrapped up into what we call a race around a virtual world.
This program really helps develop continuous improvement, I suppose, from a fitness and health perspective, and apply continuous improvement to their normal everyday life outside of work and also in work. So it fits really, really well with our program of continuous improvement within the organisation.
Employees form teams of 5 from single or multiple locations, and then we encourage them to be active within the 3 principal constraints or excuses that people give not to be active: time, space and money.
What Stepathalon does is by encouraging activity, by encouraging people to spend more time on their feet, to walk, it also encourages them to think about their health in a more holistic manner.
If you do 10,000 steps a day, you're deemed by global health authorities to be active. And those 10,000 steps are counted by a pedometer.
Over a period of time, in a bid to complete 10,000 steps a day and more to keep fit, the Stepathletes have started doing little things like taking the stairs and skipping elevators.
There's been a significant benefit to our employees. We started with Stepathalon about 3 years ago with a very limited trial, 250 individuals. We just wanted to get a feel for it. And then last year, 3 years in, we had about 1,200 employees participating across 2 locations in India. Hopefully in the years to come, we'll have even more employees participate, because it helps not only increase people's awareness about health, but it also brings us together as a community.
We started with 20,000 people from 140 companies in the first year. Third year we did 60,000 people from 275 companies, and this year we expect to do over 100,000 people in India and across the world.
So if you are healthy and you are fit, you're fit to work, you're fit, essentially to race, whatever you're going to do in your personal life. But the fitter you are, generally the better you are at what you do, concentration levels, your focus, your delivery, your productivity. The fitter you are, the better. So if we can get people more active, in in-house gyms, standing desks, it's going to help them personally, but it also helps for concentration and productivity levels as well.
So sign away your sedentary life just by a pedometer.
You're never too old, you're never too young. It doesn't take that much to make a big difference quantitatively and qualitatively to your life. You just need to get started, okay? And I think Stepathalon is all about I can, not about I can't. And I think we've proven that to a lot of people. And it's been life-changing.
Stepathalon has definitely changed my life.
Apart from taking the 10,000 steps each day, we had our team had gone way ahead of it. We tried to attain 25,000 steps.
With Stepathalon, I'll very proudly say I have lost my 22 kgs.
I used to take rickshaw every time or any private vehicle. Now I don't do that.
I used to complete a half marathon in 2.5 hours, but this year I completed it within 2 hours. So that was a big change for me.
In the month that celebrates motherhood, here's a weight loss success story that's going to make any mother sit up and take notice. 39-year-old Manisha Makhija lost kilos post-pregnancy and gained strength. It's time to get inspired.
Hi, I'm Manisha Makhija, 39 years of age. Pre-pregnancy, I was thin. I weighed 45 kilos. When I got pregnant and with all the weight, I had put on about 27 kilos. I touched about more than 70 kgs. You know, the weight gain didn't, more than anything, it mentally bothered me because I'd never had so much weight on me, and the fact that I could not wear the clothes that I wanted to wear. Within, less than 3 months, I went on to this crash diet without realizing the consequences of it, So I did manage to lose that weight with that crash diet in less than 1 month. And that diet was primarily just vegetables and a lot of salt-free diet. Fruit also was very limited. I did lose a lot of weight, but I lost a lot of muscle mass. I depleted my body of all the nutrients,
This is it. Thank you, God.
Because of all the muscle loss and my stamina going down, that there being no strength in my body, and with the back issue, which was really bad actually, I could not enjoy small things, like going to a party, getting dressed. I would get tired, and I would not want to go. And even if I went, I would be in pain that I just wanted to sit somewhere. I would look for a chair. Shopping was not enjoyable at all because I could barely walk for 15 minutes and then I would have this pain. Vacations were not fun. So then I've had to do something because I couldn't enjoy my life because I was in pain all the time. So that's what made me take charge of my life and get into exercising. I had no clue what Pilates really means, I had only heard about yoga and going to gym. So on persuasion because of my friend, I went to Vesna, and slowly I started doing classes with her. We started we took very baby steps really because I didn't have any strength. Slowly we started increasing my classes from once a week to twice a week, and and now I've been exercising with her for almost 5 years, and in that period I've also done yoga. So the combination of Pilates and yoga has worked so beautifully in my case, gaining back my strength, muscle toning. It was a very slow process. It took a lot of time and patience and hard work. But yeah, now everybody can see the results. There were times when I would not listen to my body, and my body has retaliated when I have gone and pushed myself. It was a nice sweet pain, and I told myself that this is a good pain and I'm going to push myself. And today I can do much more than what I could do a few years back. Slowly then I started seeing some benefits, where my stamina started increasing from 1 class a week. Then I twice a week and then thrice a week, and I was on the treadmill. So, somewhere I felt that, okay, I am getting my strength back. My diet has changed so much. Back then I would just eat about anything. I didn't mind eating fried food. I didn't mind eating the desserts, the sweet, your ice creams, anything. Anything that came in my way. So now I brought in a lot of greens in my diet, green vegetables, and I've seen the changes in me after I left. A lot of things like milk, caffeine, lots of other things like, alcohol. And I brought in like things like chia seeds, a lot of nariyal pani, and amaranth, all the mixed millets, the grains, the quinoas, all those things. My life has really changed for me, at least. I look at myself very differently. I'm more positive. So if I'm more positive, then I send out more positive vibes. I'm more happier when I'm exercising, because I feel good, I look good. My husband's very proud of me, from what I've achieved, and I've overcome my back issue. I'm much more stronger. I enjoy those things that I couldn't enjoy back then. I'm more active. I'm full of life. I want to be always out and do something, I can't sit at home now. Earlier I would be just sitting at home with all the aches and pains. Now I just want to be out. There are times when I exercise twice a week. My body's completely changed today. I look more fitter, more toner.
Next, we continue our weekly series on yoga, in which our gorgeous expert Mini Shastri shows you lower body stretches that can help you build balance and strength, and also get you legs like a supermodel. You wish.
Yoga to sculpt the legs for power, balance and strength. With practice or abhyas, your poses for legs will feel sturdier and steadier. Each execution will be an improvement over the last till you find a beautiful interplay of strength and ease. Depending on the duration and number of breaths they are held, these poses bring power, heat, shape and stability to the lower legs. This important grouping or sequences help us find instant connection to the ground. Standing poses for legs are the centerpiece of most asana routines. Begin by hugging the knee. Use the bottom leg for stability. Reinforce the muscle of the glute of the left-hand side. Stay present and stay stable. Rest your eyes softly at one spot. Lunging the leg back, extend from your hip to your fingertip. Feel steady using both legs. Extend both arms for more challenge. Try not overarch the lower back. Softly breathe. Find continuity in your breath. Preparing for Ekapada Asana. Counter pose. Counterbalance the stretching of the arm with the opposite raised leg. Begin to hold the pose, starting anything between 30 seconds to 1 minute. Build your stamina slowly. Extend the leg behind you and press down through that heel. Steadying yourself through the back leg, extend both arms, the maximum you can. One of the variations to elongate the spinal column is to bring your hands behind you for Prishtanjali. Move into a comfortable arch, continue to press down through the back extended leg and melt into that front leg. Exhale, and melt a little bit more. Lengthen your spine and stay steady through the back leg. Breathe anything between 5 to 6 breaths and hold the pose. To come out of the pose, inhale and rise. Raise the arm for a stronger variation of balance. As you press down, making a tripod underneath you with your fingertips in your hand, extend the opposite leg. Try and reach the leg the opposite direction of your head, lengthening the body from your head to the back foot. Hold the pose anything between 5 breaths to 8. Rise on an inhalation. Bring the back leg. Distribute your weight in Samasthitihi. Eliminate all extra movement. Take a deeper lunge with the back leg. When you bend the front knee, see that the knee is directly on top of the heel. See that the outer edge of your back leg is variation number 1. Using the elbow to nudge the front knee back, rotate through the outer left rib cage and extend your entire left hand side. From your fingertips through the hip to the back ankle, lengthen while using the support of the back leg. Radiate fingertip to fingertip. Keep your neck long. Hold the pose anything between 5 to 8 breaths. Going for a deeper variation, use the front leg, dig the right heel down, stabilize through the back leg and extend the body.
Up next is our restaurant spy, who asks a question that has had no clear answer. Is brown bread really the healthier bread? And if it's a little brown lie, what really is the truth? Let's find out.
Whether it is white, brown or multigrain, there are lots of bread varieties out there in the market. But do you know which is actually healthy? I am at the Defense Bakery in New Delhi, and together we shall spy on Lavneet Batra, who's on a lookout for the healthiest bread today.
Such a popular staple these days, but there's so much variety that it's very easy to get confused. Today I'm going to show you which healthy options to pick from. At most places, you'll find 2 varieties, one made from refined flour and one made from variety of flours or multigrain flour. Don't get deceived by multigrain label. Just because it says multigrain doesn't mean it doesn't have refined flour. So go for whole varieties. Fortunately for me, this bread does not come with refined flour and has different flours such as oats, soy, rye added to it and is high fiber. This multigrain bread comes with oats. Oats can help you stabilize your blood sugar levels and keep the bad cholesterol low while increasing the good cholesterol in your body. Also, it has a little bit of soy flour which can add protein to your bread. I have with me whole wheat dalia bread. This is made with whole wheat flour with added dalia. So when you are buying your whole wheat bread, don't be just fooled by the label. You should check the ingredient. The first ingredient needs to be whole wheat. And if it is, then you're good to go. It's high in fiber and it's just a myth that whole wheat bread has more sugar added to it. You can enjoy it without feeling guilty. If you're not gluten intolerant or have celiac disease, you don't have to worry about the gluten in your wheat bread and enjoy it thoroughly. Now it's time to pick the most popular choices, brown bread versus white bread. Well, it may seem like a no-brainer to go for a brown bread instead of a white bread. But I'm sorry to break this myth. It is advisable to have white bread instead of brown bread. Reason being, they are both made with refined flour. Brown bread has added caramel to it to give it the brown color. Also, it's just 25% wheat flour and 75% maida, which is the refined flour. So, don't be under a health halo and have more of brown bread instead of white bread. I also have with me olive focaccia and whole wheat pita base. Well, don't judge the book by its cover. The olive focaccia may look more healthy as opposed to the whole wheat pizza base, but always check the ingredients of the product you're buying. The first ingredient should be whole wheat, not refined flour. And it should not have sugar as one of the first 3 ingredients. So, whenever you're out to buy your bread, make sure you're not trapped by the food labels and you actually check the ingredients. The first 3 ingredients are very important and they should be wholesome. Make sure you check for sugar and also salt content in your bread because bread does have salt in it. You want to have a bread which has at least 3 grams of fiber per slice for it to be healthy. And just because a bread looks healthy from the outside by seeds or vegetables on it doesn't mean it's actually healthy inside.
With that, we come to the end of yet another episode. For more regular updates, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jamal Sheikh and on Facebook at Jamal S. Sheikh. And until next week, do keep those excuses at bay. For you know, we won't be happy with your fit, not until you're at your fittest.